Greetings. Salute. I'd like to welcome all my subscribers. You know, people think that you can't uh, mentally uh, be independent from this system. It's just like this. If you got some thugs in your neighborhood, some gangster thinking dudes in your neighborhood, you wouldn't want to hang around them because you're trying to be, trying to be righteous. You're trying to follow the laws of the Most High, not man's laws, but the laws of the Most High that's in you naturally. But you can get corrupted, influenced by others that don't mean themselves no good and you no good. So rather than to be tempted by that, you don't want to associate with them, period. But they steadily trying to coerce you or influence you or tempt you into their way, and they might drive past your house in a Maserati or something, some fancy car, and be dripping in gold and silver and diamonds, and like things is beautiful, living their lifestyle. They might be done killed a few people. Uh, and you wouldn't want your children to hang around these type of people, and grow up influenced by these corrupt individuals who don't care nothing about you or themselves. They talk about you saying you're a square, you're an L7, and you're going to be a sucker for somebody else, or might not be a sucker for them, see. Even those that go to church every Sunday, every other day, pray constantly, and they're convinced that they're doing the right thing because they live in a country that appears to be the most powerful and richest country on the planet. That's on the surface. They read about this country or this government in the Bible. See, no matter what a black man, no matter what you uh, subscribe to, if they're not trying to advise you on the right, straight way, then you don't need them. Because all we can do is try to civilize the uncivilized by talking and showing by the way we live our life. So it's a percentage type understanding, percentage type deal. If you can try to live right more than 60% of the time, then the scale tips in your favor. But if you don't even try to live right, and that includes eating right, then the scale tips under 50%, maybe to 40 or 30%, then you gotta pay the price. When they say the sun shines on the good and the evil, what they saying is it's a formula to success. Now, your formula is going, if you use this formula and you have a righteous heart when you use it, well, in the process of you using this formula, you're going to get good results. But if you use this formula and you have an unrighteous heart, then the results is going to be bad. In other words, if you try to take shortcuts and murder people on the way up and turn people into crackheads and dope heads and misuse, take advantage of the weak, the ones weaker than you, and make a woman, influence a woman to be a prostitute or a hoe, do all unrighteous things, but you're using the same formula. See, it's a tool. Formulas is a tool. You know, you could use a hammer to build. You could also use that hammer to destroy. But the formula is, when you hit something with that hammer, you can either hit it with a nail that will build up a building, or you could take a wrecking hammer and tear down that whole building with that hammer. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. So, this nation, if a person thinks something in their mind, have an idea in their mind, plan it out, even though it's a corrupt idea, but it's planned out, and they put it into action, it's going to, come true, because your actions bringing it about. But the results, or the end results, no matter how long it takes, can be very destructive. And that's the United States. That's Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam came over here to these parts, destroyed villages, nations of people, brought other people over here, destroyed them. When I say destroyed, I'm not talking about they lynched them, did sadistic acts on them. They lost their language. They lost their, they didn't have any education, scholastic training for 300 or 400 years. Wasn't allowed to read. So that destroyed those people. That's the black man, the one y'all call the African American. But he's the original man of the planet Earth, trying to find his way back home. And every time you vote, you're voting for Uncle Sam. And he gonna keep you from getting home to the Most High. Sugar is sugar, salt is salt. If your eyes ain't open up, it ain't my fault.